time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Also, watch the interview on YouTube as well. And coming soon, the Mike Wagner Show on TLBTV.com. That's the Liberty Beacon TV network. That's the Mike Wagner Show. You can take us wherever you go on your smartphone, Android, as well as your iPhone as well. And we are here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into the baseball season. We have a very wonderful gentleman who's been in the baseball business for a long time. He's currently a scout and trainer at Power Showcase, Home Run Derby, and Pitching Showcase. And he's been a pitching and catching coach, worked with Coco Crisp, and he also worked with Darrell Evans, Tom Gamboa, Harry Gurley. Also worked with the Kansas City Royals and Cincinnati Reds, and has worked a numerous amount of baseball jobs, but really keeps up with the game. And he's here to tell us about a great experience and also teach you how to be a better ball player if you want to. So, ladies and gentlemen, going from Beaver Dam and traveling all over the U.S. into playing baseball, now in beautiful sunny California, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Baseball, Mike Schulz. Mike, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you and try and help some people in the process.
That is great. I'm glad what you're doing as well, too. So you've been a scout and trainer for Power Showcase, Home Run Derby, and the Pitching Showcase. You've also been a pitching and catching coach. You worked as an assistant for head coach Coco Crisp at Shadow Hills Knights Baseball. And, of course, you've also been a hitting coach and a scout for many things, U.S. Baseball, Ranch Mirage Prison, and, of course, you worked Legends of Baseball, Desert Hot Springs, Coachella. You also worked with the Kansas City Royals and also Cincinnati Reds, and, just a lot of ventures. Before we get into all that, tell us how you got started.
Well, I started playing, obviously like everybody, with your little league on up in high school. Went to the University of Wisconsin for 1 year, and then had the opportunity to play for the Milwaukee Brewers for several years, getting up to Double-A. And then after that, got out of baseball for a while, but found I missed it, and then a couple opportunities came up to get back in, and I took those opportunities, and they've grown, and I had a great opportunity a number of years back to move to Southern California to work with a buddy of mine, Mark Cressy, who was a Dodger bullpen coach for 22 years, and things just continued to progress from there after I moved to Southern California.
That is amazing, too. And who are some of the teams that you play with during your minor league as well, too? For what affiliates, like, say, with the Dodgers, the Royals, or even the Yankees?
No, I played several years with the Brewers, moved up to Double-A just with them, and unfortunately, like what happens with many of the young men playing the game, sooner or later somebody taps you on the shoulder and says, we're going in a different direction and you're not going with us. But that's okay. You learn a lot, and I've always enjoyed now giving back to the kids and talking about experiences and things with them to where and how you can get better.
Mm-hmm. And who are some of the players that you play with in the Milwaukee Brewers that have went on to the majors as well, too?
Actually, I did not play with anybody made it to the next level. I had a short term. I got to meet Gorman Thomas when he was really young, but we never really played together.
Okay. Well, at least that's a good start as well, too. And, of course, you also had worked for Coco Crisp as well, too, and you also worked with Darrell Evans, Tom Gamboa, and Harry Gurley. You can just tell us a little bit about the players and what's it like working for them.
It's really enjoyable. I think when you don't know current or former major league players, you become in awe of that person because of who they are, what you know, and what they've done. And what I have found out is they're quite willing to teach, share, and give you the opportunity to learn from them. And you find out you can sit down and have a conversation with them just like you and I are having, that in many, many cases they don't hold themselves above a normal person, and they laugh, joke, tell stories, and some of them got some pretty good stories about things that have happened with throughout their careers with coaches, managers, other guys they've played with. So it's enjoyable, and I really appreciate that I had the option to do that, because it's allowed me to get out there and be able to share some of that information with young kids that I've worked with from high school, college age on down. I was in Europe and managed over there for 2 years, and Europe's a long way from America as far as their talent pool, but they're coming around like all our other countries are, and it was quite enjoyable being over there.
It does sound amazing too. And how do you compare the baseball talent in Europe and other countries compared to the United States?
Well, I would say that I was in Austria. Austria is probably had only been playing baseball at that point for about 20 years, so they were okay. Their imports were better than a lot of the local guys, but there's some local guys that had come over and played junior college ball or that type over here in the States, and they love the game. The difference is their professional level is really semi-pro because they all have jobs, and they have to earn a living because they don't make any money playing baseball over there at the time where I was at. Now, there are some countries that now the guys are able to make a living doing that. And probably Netherlands, and you've seen them in the World Baseball Classic. They've got some guys that are pretty good. They're probably the best overall program, and then Germany, Italy, kind of all fall right in behind there. And but there's love for it. It's not soccer. I mean, soccer is still the main sport in most of those European countries. But they love baseball. The guys that are into baseball are really into it, and they're the guys that just don't want to play soccer. They want to play baseball. They want to learn.
That is amazing. I like that, how baseball is really catching on. And what are some of the countries that are asking you to take up baseball as well, too? And what are some of your next countries you're planning on hitting, trying to teach baseball or improve baseball?
I think I'm pretty much staying in the United States now. I was over there for several years. I have a friend who started International Baseball Network, and he played for me. His name's Dave Burns, and he's gone out and really recruited and made people aware of the opportunities over in Europe and the countries over there. But for myself at this point, I'm pretty happy just staying here, but I did enjoy my time over there immensely. And when you're in Europe, you really do appreciate the United States when you come back. Just the little things like at the McDonald's or whatever it may be, compared to we can go to any corner here and there you may have one in the whole city.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It's a celebration when they get one.
It sounds like it, too. And also, you mentioned about the European countries as well, too. And how much work have you done with the Asian countries like in China, Japan, and Hong Kong, where baseball has gotten to be king as well, too?
Yeah, I haven't personally done anything. I know that has those countries really are doing a great job. I know Jim Lefevre was over in China for a number of years, a friend of mine who was with the Dodgers and has managed Milwaukee, Seattle, I think it maybe one or two other places. But he really said China's really getting into it. They're looking to start academies and everything and anything they can to get involved with baseball. But it's a ground up operation. I know Major League Baseball is involved with a lot of academies now. When I first started doing this, they didn't have anything in Europe, and they just had gotten ready to open the one in Germany. And they're continuing to open academies everywhere, make the game worldwide as they're trying to do.
And are they encouraging people to move on to, say, Major League Baseball coming to America, or are they trying to build something like Major League Baseball and keep them in, like in the countries like in Germany and also the Netherlands and Italy?
Yeah, no, they're trying to develop guys that can come play at our level over here. I mean, Cuba's an example of that has brought a lot of young guys over here that can have stepped right in and be able to play quite well. I had a young man played for me over in Europe that played on the Cuban national team at one time, and he gave me all the names before they came, the recent guys, Puig and the Machado, or not Machado, but a couple of the other guys at Montcado. Anyway, yeah, he gave me all these guys that were coming over, and he was telling me who's better than this one and that one, and so he still has that pipeline back there, and he knows that. I mean, that's Cuba's national sport, baseball. They just do a great job with it over there.
And of course, thanks to what's happened with the U.S. and Cuba just opening up trade and seeing a lot of Cuban players come on over the United States without any worries. And another question that popped up as well too, like with the names you mentioned about the Cuban players coming over. And what are some of the names that you think are going to make the majors in Europe and other countries? What are some of the names we're going to be looking for in the future coming from Europe over to America?
At the present time, I don't really know of any. I've not been involved in working in that area. I've been mostly doing United States work. But I know that every team now has scouts, both in the Asian theater, South America, anywhere they're playing baseball. Major League Baseball is looking for guys that can play. I think Australia is the example of that has a league that not quite a major league, it may be a double AAA league, but there's guys constantly going there and coming back from there playing and getting picked up. So even though that's a different continent, I realize that's probably the closest thing to our Major League Baseball at this time. But believe me, there's these guys, they'll go out and find anybody anywhere as long as they can pitch, hit, play, whatever it may be. I mean, the island countries are example, Dominican and Puerto Rico and all that, where, again, it's their sport, and with the Cuba guys trying to get them into our Major League Baseball.
That is amazing, too. And we'll get to your academy in just a second here. We'll talk about that. Listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can also download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, watch the interview on YouTube as well. And coming soon, The Mike Wagner Show will be on the Liberty Beacon TV network. That's TLBTV.com. Look for The Mike Wagner Show to come to a device near you. We're here with Mike Schulz, who's a scout and trainer, started a Power Showcase, Home Run Derby, and Pitching Showcase. He's also been a pitching and catching coach at Shadow Hills Knights Baseball, working for head coach Coco Crisp, who normally play for the Cleveland Indians. He also worked with Darrell Evans, Tom Gamboa, and Harry Gurley, and talked a lot of experience just going worldwide. And, first of all, before getting to how you can develop baseball players and get a little bit of history as well, too. And you've been a Power Showcase, Home Run Derby, and Pitching Showcase. So just tell us all about that and how you managed to get started.
Ironically, Brian Domenico, who is the founder and CEO president of that, gave me a call one day. We were connected on a couple different sites and talked to me about trying to get involved with him out here in California. He was looking for guys out here that could help him evaluate and train and then direct young men to get involved with this showcase. He's trying to take this, like you were talking, he's trying to take this worldwide. He's got